First, I thought I would introduce about myself. My name is Jay, obviously. I'm 29 years old, and I grew up in a place called York in England. I have spent my whole life traveling around. So I studied in university, French and Spanish, and ever since then, I have been basically traveling. I lived in France for 1 year, teaching English, lived in Spain for 2 years, and now I'm in beautiful Vietnam. And actually, the reason why I started teaching and started on YouTube is because I love languages. I love learning languages myself, and for me, it's something that I love to do. Teach the English language. What do you eat for breakfast? Well, I usually eat fruit, I eat oats, and sometimes I eat avocado toast with poached eggs on top. When I go back to England, I usually eat full English breakfast. Lovely. What is your MBTI?
I am an INFJ. What is your MBTI? How long have you been living in Vietnam, and what made you move to Da Nang? Well, I've been living here for 2.5 years. And what made me move to Da Nang? Well, this. I love nature. I love the beach. For me, those things are very important, so Da Nang was my choice. When did you learn about the theory of comprehensible input? I used to teach in Spain for 2 years. I taught very young children, like 4 to 6 years old, and I did some research and found out that the best method to teach young kids a language is comprehensible input. Learning like a baby learns a language, showing them visuals, using gestures, speaking clearly and slowly so they can understand and learn in the best way possible. And that is why now I teach you guys in the same way. For me, it helped me become fluent in Spanish, and I would love to help you become fluent in English using comprehensible input. The next question is for Chang.
What's your advice to young girls?
I think the first advice is to learn English, to be able to read English books, to find a better career, and to travel and talk to local people to know more about their culture and language. Secondly, is to never stop being curious.
And the last one is okay to be different. Everyone in Vietnam wants to be whiter and paler, but look at me, I'm very tan, and I think it's okay. It's okay to be different.
Next question. A lot of you have asked about how I get the background music for my videos. Well, I actually grew up in a very musical family. My dad was a drummer. My mum and my dad both love to dance, and I've always loved music. I used to play the guitar and the piano. So music is in my blood. How I get the music for my videos, I actually use 2 sites. One is called Epidemic Sound, which is fantastic, and the other one is called Music Bed. Music Bed has much more professional cinematic music, like you would hear in films. And I found that Epidemic Sound is more affordable, and it has really good music for vlogs, kind of like chilled videos like I make. So if anyone's looking to get started with YouTube, I'd probably recommend Epidemic Sound. I'm not sponsored by them, but I've used it for a year and a bit now, and it's very useful. In your spare time, what kind of videos do you like to watch? Well, I like to watch all kinds. I generally watch movies. Recently, a movie that I absolutely love is called Baby Driver, which is by a British director called Edgar Wright. Where have you been in Asia? I've been living in... I have traveled to 3 countries in Asia so far: Vietnam, Singapore, and Thailand. This Christmas, I am flying to Korea. I'm very excited for that trip. Chang and I are going to Korea for Christmas and New Year's, and we'll be sure to make a lot of content for you guys. And in the future, hopefully, fingers crossed, Japan. All right, that is enough frisbee for now. We're gonna go chill out and answer some more questions with snacks. Well. Here we are. I am on a picnic blanket and I have a picnic basket. In my picnic basket, we have some crisps, a tube of crisps, a secret package, and some beautiful chocolate and almond cookies that Chang brought back from Singapore. So we're gonna dig into these very soon and answer some more of your guys' questions. Actually, I want one now. I'm gonna open this. I'm opening the packet, proving quite difficult. All right, I can't open the packet, so I'm gonna use my teeth to rip it open. I feel like a monkey opening a coconut. It's worked. Awesome. There you go. The camera woman is going back, doing a duty, enjoying a cookie while she films me. Right, next question. What has been your best travel experience so far? Well, I'm gonna give you 3. I'll keep it short and simple. Number 1 is Porto in Portugal, beautiful city. Number 2 is Amsterdam in the Netherlands. And number 3 is Hoi An in Vietnam. We went there in a past video. If you haven't seen it, then I'll link it somewhere there. And yeah, it's just the most magical place you can possibly imagine. There are loads of lanterns at night, beautiful river, strange alleyways, and yeah, it's just a wonderful place. I'd recommend all 3. Next question. Is it expensive to live in the UK? And how did I overcome living abroad alone? Firstly, yes, it is expensive in the UK, but if you are savvy, then you can travel on a budget. Secondly, how did I overcome living abroad alone and the fear of all that? Honestly, I just threw myself in. I just went for it. I came to Vietnam alone. I didn't know anybody, but I wanted to do something that challenged me, and I don't regret anything, so I wouldn't change a thing. Next question from Paula Games. Thank you, Paula. Any Asian or British films that you recommend? Yes. I have one Asian film. It's called Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And you might either love it or you might hate it. But personally, I love it. And you can check it out if you would like to. A British film that I love is one called Hot Fuzz and another called Shaun of the Dead. These are both by the same director that I mentioned earlier, Edgar Wright. I actually gain a lot of inspiration from watching movies, and many of you have asked how I edit my videos and why I film in the way that I do. Personally, I love to watch movies and I love to draw inspiration from other sources and apply all that to this channel to make these videos as engaging as possible for you guys to help you learn English in a fun way. Next question, any tips to improve English writing for beginners? Well, my first tip is get yourself one of these. Buy yourself a cheap notebook and a pen and get into the habit of writing a very small amount every day. This is what I did many years ago. I just started by writing 2 or 3 sentences per day. I'm very into hip hop music and poetry, so I would write poems and I would write lyrics, raps, rhymes, that kind of thing. Write whatever feels important to you. You can write about what you did today. You can write about what you're going to do in the future. You can write about the people you love in your life. You can write what you're grateful for. You can write what you hate. It doesn't really matter. The only important thing is that you just write, and that is how to improve. Next question is from my good friend, Nguyen Pham. Would you rather drink coffee that tastes like fruit or eat fruit that tastes like coffee? I would rather drink coffee that tastes like fruit. A lot of you guys asked about Chang and I, the beautiful woman behind the camera, how we met. Well, we met 2.5 years ago. I was traveling to Hanoi in the north of Vietnam. And my friend, Ollie, if you're watching this, thank you for missing your flight. He mixed up his flights. I arrived 1 day early and I went out to the city and I met Chang in a coffee shop. Funnily enough, I was doing some writing, she was reading, and we began chatting. We met, we hit it off, we got on well, and then ever since we've been talking online. For 4 months, we did a long distance relationship where I was in Da Nang and she was in Hanoi. And then we got closer and closer, and finally she decided to move to Da Nang partly for career, partly for me, I like to think. And it's been a wonderfully fulfilling relationship ever since. Next question, very important question. Thank you for raising it. How do you pronounce water correctly? A bottle of water. Bottle of water. I would actually say, sometimes I say bottle, other times I say bottle and water. It really depends who I'm talking to. When I'm talking to you guys, I try my best to speak as clearly as possible, so I would say water or water. When I'm speaking to my mates, my friends, I'd say water. Here's a bottle of water, which means, can you give me a bottle of water? The big question, what else do you do besides being a YouTuber? Well, my friend, I have actually just quit my job. I worked as a teacher online and as a teacher in Vietnam, teaching in person. But I've just quit for a very special reason. I've been working with a very good friend of mine and now co-founder. We are creating a English learning web app, which helps you guys learn through comprehensible input videos like the ones I'm making. Right now it's in the works. We are building a huge content library and it's a super exciting time of my life. Something that I really believe in, something that I think is going to provide an immense amount of value to your English learning experience. And I can't tell you the name of it right now. I will very soon, but I know it's going to be revolutionary in the language learning game. So I can't wait to tell you more. And on that note, I wanted to share my appreciation for you guys. So I'm going to crack open something that gets me very excited.
Good morning. Something very special is about to happen. Chang's having her breakfast. My eyes are very heavy and sleepy, but I'm excited.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. 10 you
What
guys
day is
around.
today? 14th of
The
August.
14th of August. All right. 999,999. Wait. Oh my God. Okay. I think I want to cry. I can't quite believe it. Wow. I am shocked, surprised, thankful. I feel the love. Thank you so much, every single one of you. I love you all. Thanks for watching these videos. It means loads to me. I'm going to keep making them because I love to make them. I love to teach English. I love to be creative. And yeah, this fulfills me in many ways. So it's my greatest mission to help all of you with your English, to help you become better people in this world, to help you want to spread more joy and love to everyone. So thank you so much.
Here we go. Da, 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 da. 100 bloody thousand. That is quite astonishing. Yeah, thank you to each and every one of you. When I got this in the post recently, it blew my mind. I was so happy to receive it, and it's a little token of all my hard work for these videos. I do put a lot of effort and energy into these videos, and honestly, I love to do it. I'll continue to do it for the rest of my life, I'm sure. So thank you for helping me fund what I love to do. And in return, I pledge to you just to give you as much value as I possibly can, help you in any way I can. Thank you.